The modern-day National Guard was created under the Militia Act of 1903. The Guard is trained for war, but can serve stateside. But, as current and retired Guardsmen say, not in the capacity of fighting local crime. Keeping an eye on the National Mall in D.C. or guarding federal buildings in Los Angeles, despite President Trump's intentions for the use of the National Guard, under law there are limits on how a president can use the Guard stateside.
They have a dual role. They support the state governors in their respective states, and then they also support the country in a federal matter if need be.
If a governor does not request the Guard, the president can federalize them under Title 10 of the U.S. Code. Retired Major General David Harris says a president can deploy the National Guard for several reasons, none that amount to helping reduce local crime.
He can call them to quell a civil disturbance, to quell a rebellion, or to enforce federal laws. As an example, what President Johnson did in forcing Governor Wallace in Alabama to call the Guard out to enforce the civil rights laws that were passed in the mid-'60s.
Presidents have also used the National Guard for disaster relief.
They were mobilized during Hurricane Katrina, because they have capability that ordinary police don't, transport, logistics, supply, they can move a lot of stuff and a lot of people very quickly.
The National Guard is part of the National Military Force. They're trained just like active duty personnel to fight in wars. They carry weapons of war. If called to Illinois to curb crime, the Guard cannot be dispatched by 911 to crime scenes, and federal communication equipment does not interact with local first responders.
It is problematic if the radio sets are not designed to communicate with police, fire, and emergency responders.
The Guard does not have arresting powers unless they're federalized under the Insurrection Act. And because the use is limited for the president, military experts say if troops are deployed to Chicago, they will likely be used just to guard federal buildings. And while President Trump seems to have backed off a bit from his plan to send the Guard here, the governor and the mayor have yet to receive any type of communication from the Trump administration about a plan.